Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nayri, also known as Wedding Fashion Expert. This week we are in LOVELLA Bridal talking about a subscriber requested topic on the difference between a wedding dress that has a zipper and a corset back wedding dress. What are the differences? What are the pros and cons between them? Breaking them down for you in this video. Before we dive into this week's topic, be sure to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, drop me a line below, let me know if there's a particular video topic you'd like me to create a video on. I am here for you, guiding you along the way, leading up to your special day. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. I am so honored that you have found me. I am of course a wedding fashion expert, stylist, buyer, wear so many different hats here at LOVELLA Bridal, located in Los Angeles, California. For daily content, be sure to follow us on Instagram at LOVELLA Bridal, at LOVELLA Plus, and at Wedding Fashion Expert. Don't forget to hit that follow button on TikTok at LOVELLA Bridal and at Wedding Fashion Expert as well. This week's topic was requested by a subscriber. Caroline wrote in asking, can you talk about a corset versus zipper wedding dress? I'm wondering if it'll be more secure to change to a corset back dress for more support. What are the differences between corset back versus zipper dresses in your experience? Thank you. I love this request because there is a difference, of course, naturally between a corset and a zipper wedding dress. So let's go through the differences and the pros and cons. I'm currently wearing an Ines de Santo ball gown. I chose this dress because it actually has a zipper back along with a corset back on top of it. So it's a zipper underneath that kind of goes at an angle in the shape of the V of the corset, along with a lace-up back on top. So this has double the support if we're talking about which one is more supportive. Pros and cons to both. Zippers are the most common thing you are going to see in wedding dresses, specifically because it is so much faster to get you in and out of a wedding dress when we are zipping you up and down. Corsets take a lot of time. So while you're trying on dresses, most samples you try on are going to have a zipper, even though the designer may offer that dress to be available to you in a corset back. What does a corset back actually mean? Because some people might think a corset is like the dress I'm wearing, where it has a corset bodice. Others would consider a corset back actually a lace-up back. So I'm going to turn around so you can see. This is what would be considered a corset back or a lace-up back, whichever way you want to say it, it would work appropriately fine either way. So while we were putting this dress on, it did take time to meticulously lace up the back and have it be completely flat, tightened, because as you go, it's a little bit loose and then you have to stop and tighten it. So it does take more time to do that. Not all designers offer dresses that you try on with a zipper in a lace-up and vice versa. When it comes to support of the dress, the beauty of a lace-up is that if you lose weight, if you gain weight, if you bloat, or if your dress expands throughout the day. So just like a pair of jeans or pants you put on in the morning, even sometimes dresses, a day dress of some kind, if it's more snug and tailored to you, as you move around in that garment, it expands to your body heat. Wedding dresses do the exact same thing. So whether it's gaining, losing weight, or if the dress itself is expanding throughout your event. The beauty of a lace-up is that you can loosen it if it feels too tight, you can tighten it if it feels too loose. So I personally love the benefits of that, especially if I have a bride who is pregnant, getting married, and she has a growing belly. A corset back is always what we recommend. So in terms of support, one can argue that a corset back could potentially be more supportive because you have the ability to adjust the tightness or even loosen it to your comfort level. Dresses with zippers need to be sure to be altered perfectly snug for you on wedding day. Oftentimes, brides feel like the dress might be a little too snug, but you do want it to be a little bit too tight when you leave your seamstress, only because they do expand throughout the day. Of course, listen to your body and go with what you feel is the most comfortable, but if your dress is a little bit loose to start off on your day, it's only going to get looser as the day goes on. The one thing that's really crucial about zipping up a wedding dress, and I have a video that demonstrates how to properly zip a wedding dress. I will link that for you in the notes below. When you zip a wedding dress, you want to be very careful. I want you to think of a time that maybe you, in a hurry, you zipped up a hoodie that you were wearing and the teeth of the zipper were misaligned and you had to redo it, or it got stuck, or maybe the zipper split. The same thing applies to a wedding dress. You want to be extremely mindful of zipping up the dress properly so that you do not have any malfunctions on wedding day. The back of this dress that I'm wearing is little circles that are within the fabric. Another version of a corset lace-up back is fabric loops. A malfunction on a fabric loop is that the loop can bust open from the seam. So if you pull too tight, that seam loosens and it could potentially rip, and then one of your loops is broken. So no matter which way you spin it, malfunctions are possible in either a zip up or a zipper. So if there's going to be a user malfunction on wedding day, one is not going to prevent one more than the other. The only thing that the corset back is really going to allow you to do is to be able to tighten or loosen so that you can be a little bit more comfortable on wedding day. Whenever I have a bride that either fluctuates in weight or is extremely sensitive to something being really tight on her body, I always do recommend a corset option for her. And so many times I have brides push back on the corset or lace-up back because they don't like the way it aesthetically looks. It's not pleasing to their eye. While other brides I have love the way a corset back looks and ask for it. Another thing I've done, which I've gotten really creative in the past with our alteration department, is with a dress that had a zipper. We had a bride who was fluctuating in weight, and what we did is we sewed loops in that were hidden underneath the zipper. So she could zip up the dress and the loops wouldn't show, or she could zip down the dress and it would give her the ability to put the lace up on. So that gave her the option to do both. If you are someone that is concerned about a zipper malfunction, or you're super sensitive, maybe in terms of it being too tight on you and you're concerned, or your body's fluctuating, whatever it may be, but you aesthetically like the look of the zipper more, you could always opt for the dress with the zipper and then have loops put in underneath that zipper that would be hidden or exposed, put up the lace up back, and off you go. We've also had brides who have done half zipper, so the zipper goes to their natural waistline and they do a small corset along the bust to the waist. So you can get really creative. You could have a combination of a zipper and a little bit of a corset, or a full corset, or a combo of both. The sky is the limit. It's up to you, your body proportions, your comfort level, and really what you want to do with your wedding dress. There are so many possibilities here. It's just completely up to your personal preference. One more thing I want to add in terms of functionality and comfort through wedding day. Nothing adds a little bit of comfort more than adding a strap to carry the weight of the dress. The second that I pull up on this ball gown, I already feel the weight being lifted from my waist, which my waist is currently what is carrying the weight of the dress. So if you are looking for comfort, adding a detachable strap to relieve some of that weight off of your waistline, along with if your dress were to expand on you on wedding day and you're worried about the dress and you slipping and pulling it back up, adding a detachable strap will allow the dress to be held up without you worrying about it slipping down. Last but not least, I want to point out that most people consider a lace-up wedding dress specifically for ball gowns, which is what I am currently wearing, so it definitely fits that. However, I have had countless brides do a lace-up back on a fitted dress and it looks equally as beautiful. So there are no rules here. You don't have to have a ball gown in order to accommodate a lace-up. It just so happens that this is one of the few samples that we have in store with a lace-up back, because I did explain to you that zippers are easier for us to zip brides in and out so that they're able to try on more dresses during their appointment, and we're not wasting time in each dress to do the lace-up back. So that being said, I just wanted to point that out, that a fitted dress, an A-line dress, a ball gown, any shape wedding dress, you can do a corset back. Again, it is up to your personal preference of what you visually like the appearance of more, but keep in mind, it is also about functionality. So I like to infuse a little bit of functionality along with the aesthetic and beautifully marry the two together, pun intended. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more videos and tips like these, be sure to tune in every Wednesday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I will see you in next week's video.